Okay, here's the very rough setup so far of the 5-gallon. This tank, I currently have it set up with black substrate. It's just black sand. I believe it's from Carib Sea. Got some excess driftwood. All the Anubias and Java fern that are in there are just clippings and extras from different tanks I've had over the years. I just keep them in there, keep them propagating, keep them healthy. This tank used to be bare for a long period of time with nothing else in it, just no inhabitants, just the ferns and the Anubias themselves, maybe some other plants here and there that don't need substrate. But I decided to set it up recently, and this is the result. I think it looks pretty good for the most part. Currently I have about I'd say about 15 to 20 red cherry shrimp. I also carry those on my other tanks that I currently have set up. There's a couple Neorites in there, just the standard olive Neorites. I have a handful of MTS. I'm sure there's quite a few more below the substrate. I got these recently. I want to see how these work. This is a dwarf water lettuce. I got a few specimens of that. It seems to be doing pretty well. When I first got it, it was not in the greatest of shape, but it seems to have opened up quite a bit. Let's see here. I got some various other footing specimens, just duckweed, and so on and so forth. So currently I'm trying to get, because I hear this is pretty prolific in the tank, and so I'm currently blasting it with two desk lamps. They each have 20-watt bulbs, clear fluorescent bulbs, in the 6500K range. So essentially I got about 40 watts on this tank, and it's only a 5-gallon. So hopefully this will propagate pretty soon, so start covering up most of the tank before any algae starts to take place. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem, because I hear these suck up quite a bit of nutrients from the water column, and they outcompete the algae. Currently I have just a standard Walmart filter. I think it's rated for 15 gallons or so. I have some hanging planters that have kind of adjusted in front of it to decrease the flow, so the floating specimens aren't pulled all over the place, or aren't moved all over the place by the water current. This will be replaced next week. I'll have a video up when I get the new filter. It'll be a Zoomed. I believe it's a 501. I think it's good up to 10 gallons, or yeah, it's good up to 10 gallons. And that'll be an external filter, so that should look nice, and I'll be able to fine-tune the water agitation to where I want it, whereas this one just is as it just is, because it's a hanging on back filter. But for the most part, it's doing pretty well. I have had this tank set up for probably about 2 years. I just recently scaped it last week, so all this is made it more uniform, more appealing to the eye. But yeah, this is just a scrap tank that I like to call it. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I'll have updates as this tank progresses, and I'll also showcase my 20-gallon that I'm setting up. I'm breaking down a 29 that I've had for many years. I'm breaking that down, and I'm dropping to a 20-gallon on that one. And I also have a mature 15-gallon tank. It's a red cherry shrimp tank. I'll be showcasing that one as well. So that's it for now. Again, if you have any questions or comments, just post below. And thanks for watching.